Okay, hi, what is up, you guys, and welcome back to another video of mine. This one, we are going to do my January reading wrap-up and my February hopefuls. These little earrings are for my mom. Also, you see a little clay. So yeah. Okay, anyways, to start out my reading year, I finished Holiday Vibes by Brenton, which was super cute. It's basically about a girl who comes back home for the holidays, and they spend basically the 2 weeks, Christmas and after, together all as a family in one house. And her brother's best friend comes back home and they have a running history together. So you get to see all of that happen. I did get that as an e-arc, so really thankful for that. The second book I finished for the year was The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson. This has got to be one of the best ones I've read so far, and I've read 5 so far. Okay, but this one is at the top right now. I loved The Nanny by her, and this one stood up just as well. So this one is about their werewolves, and our main character Noah kind of needs a little bit of a help for some situations going on, and that's where the title The Fake Mate comes from. So if you like werewolves, or this is a really good beginner werewolf book, I'd say this. The third book I have finished for the year and conquered was A Court of Wings and Ruin by Maas. I actually started this in November and did not finish it until January because it was the holidays and my brain just could not work. So, yeah. This book made me cry multiple times for no good reason. So, yeah. It also is, at this moment, the longest book that I have read, which it's being rivaled right now. The fourth book I finished in the month of January was Snowden with the Seal. I can't remember who it's by, but I'm gonna put a picture of it on the screen for you. Basically, it's a second chance romance with a surprise kid. A lot of people don't like that kind of books, but I personally love those tropes together, and it made me cry too. It's very emotionally driven, so it was shorter though, but it was nice. I also got that as an e-arc, so I'm really thankful for that, and I really liked it. The fifth book that I finished in the month of January was A Court of Frost and Starlight, which it is by far tinier than all the other books. But a lot of people said they didn't like it, and I couldn't understand that because I personally see that it's the start of all of their healings. And there's reasons that some of them are doing things and stuff like that. But I always yearn for like that epilogue at the end of the book that's showing them like in their everyday life afterwards. So maybe that's why I liked it. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I really like this one. And I think it's a really cute addition to the series because it kind of grounds you on them again and like shows you who they are, even if they're not the best gift givers. Alright, so that brings me to the next part of this video, which is my February hopefuls. And when I said that A Court of Rings and Ruin is being challenged, that is because I have started already A Court of Silver Flames. So this one is 751 pages. But so far I'm only, I barely made it in. I'm not even to 100 pages yet. Purely because I just haven't had the time yet to like delve into it. So I want to hopefully finish this one this month. I'm trying to read at least 3 books a month to complete my goal of 35 on Goodreads, which I know is tiny. I read 70 last year. I just don't want to overwhelm myself with trying to reach a super high goal. So I set it at 35, and I feel like that works for me. It gives me kind of a semi-goal 3 books. So basically, if I can just finish this one in February, I'm on track. All right. Speaking of ones that I have not finished yet, I started this. Oh, it is sparkling. Lover Unbound by J.R. Ward. It is the 5th book, I want to say, in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. And it was one of those books that I was reading it and I was loving it. But I had powered through 4 other books with these characters. And I love these characters. I love them. But sometimes I need a little switch. So that's why I started on like the fake mate and all that stuff. Like I started on that stuff before I finished this one. And I'm like 146 into it. And there's like 400, almost 500 pages. But it's a mass market paperback, so it makes it a little easier. All right, the next on my hopefuls list are Accidentally Engaged by Farah Heron. I think I've heard her name somewhere, but this was one of the books that I bought almost over a year ago, I think, when I first started getting back into reading, and I just haven't read it. So it's going after the first 2 that I need to finish. So if it's not finished in February, it will be finished in March. So yeah. And our last February hopeful is Throne of Glass, because currently today it's the 30th, so House of Shadow and Flame, I think it's the 3rd book in the Crescent City series, came out. I have not started Crescent City. I can't talk. I haven't started Crescent City, but I really want to. But a lot of people say to read this series first because there's Easter eggs, but at the same time, I kinda just wanna buy Crescent City and read it after I finish Silver Flames. I don't know. I also do know this is an older, like this is her first series, so it does, I know there's like disclaimers people say, and it's like, oh, if you really like ACOTAR, then you might not like this because there's not as much romance in it, which is completely fine with me, but I don't know, it kind of, I feel like I need to read it, and then it's not that long, really. I feel like I can kind of read it, and then I can buy Crescent City. I just can't talk. I don't know what it is. I just can't talk. I need a little input, though. Should I do a read vlog with this series? Like, as I buy the series, should I do a reading vlog with all of them compiled? Because I really want to do one for a series, but I feel like a lot of series are too long to do it with. And this one doesn't really feel that long. Yeah, there's 8 books, but I know 2 of them you have to tandem read. I feel like I should just do a vlog on it. I'll have all my thoughts compiled in one place. But yeah, if you want that, leave a comment for me. If you want more of my content, hit the subscribe button and continue along with me. Yeah. I don't have anything else to say. So, bye.